Hey there, Jim and Cindy here from OUTAPocket. Today we're at Hogback Mountain, Vermont, which seems to be a popular boondocking spot. We're going to spend the night here tonight and set up our security camera system.
We got the idea from a viewer who asked if we could look into the systems. And I thought it was a great idea. Our son actually lived out of his van for a couple of years, and he had a few incidents. One notable one, when he was boondocking in a Walmart parking lot, someone came in the middle of the night and knocked on the side of his van. I gotta say, it would have scared me to death. So security cameras seems like a really good idea to me.
Yeah, it's a great idea. We've been playing around with this for a little while. We had a chance to use 2 cameras on a trip to Nova Scotia just to test things out. Honestly, I thought they worked out very well.
I did too. When we were boondocking in one place, there were a few cars that showed up in the early night, and we were a little concerned until we saw them taking out equipment for viewing the aurora borealis. Suddenly we weren't concerned anymore.
The one thing we did realize using those 2 cameras on that trip was to get more coverage around the van, we really wanted a 3rd camera. So tonight we're going to add a 3rd camera to the system as well.
In this video, we're going to review the criteria we used when analyzing different security camera systems and the systems that we looked over. We're going to explain why we picked what we picked, and we're going to set up that 3rd camera. And finally, we're going to use the cameras both during the day and at night to show you how they work.
Should be a great video. We did have to make a few changes to the cameras with the mounts and so on to make it all work. It's meant for home. We're using on a van. So it should be a really interesting video, and I can assure you it's one of the easiest upgrades we've ever done.
On the downside, no power tools.
That's an upside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's an upside. So this is an upgrade anyone can do. It's a really useful thing to have. So let's get to it.
Let's do it. There are 2 use cases for having a security camera system. One is when we're inside the van and we hear something strange outside. I hate to have to peek out through the screen to see what's going on outside. And the second is when we're away from the van, we need the cameras to be able to see what's going on when it's back at the van.
We built a matrix of 10 different camera setups and 7 different important features to figure out which was going to be the right camera for us. The first thing was, it was okay if it had a subscription, but we didn't want to be required to pay it to use the features that we needed. Maybe there were upgraded features, that's fine, but if there was no required subscription, that was ideal. Second, we wanted a high-resolution video, ideally 4K video is what it's called. Third, we wanted a wide view angle, ideally up to 180 degrees, which is, from here to here.
We wanted a system that gives you motion alerts, but also AI-assisted alerts, so that we would know what's moving out there. Is it an animal? Is it a person? Is it a moose? We wanted 4-color night vision because that just gives you so much more information, and we wanted it all at a decent price point.
The last feature we looked at was how does the camera connect to the internet? Some camera systems, some brands require a separate hub with its own power supply, which is in between the camera and the Wi-Fi. We did not want that. We wanted cameras that would directly connect to our Wi-Fi, in our case Starlink, or possibly a hotspot running off a phone. Among the 10 different camera brands that we looked at to see what might fit our needs included Eufy, TP-Link, Arlo Pro, Blink, and Wise. But none of those cameras had one package that had everything that we wanted. The one camera that did seem to match all the criteria was the Reolink Argus 4 Pro. That is the camera Cindy is unboxing right now. As I mentioned, we used 2 of them on a recent trip to Nova Scotia. This is the 3rd that we'll be adding to the system to set up tonight. It has 2 lenses, that's how you get the 180 degree vision, and it's battery powered. The one thing that doesn't work with this camera is the mounting system. So we had to change the mounting system. I'll show you how that works. So this is the camera. It comes with a couple different mounts, but none of those really were suitable for a van. They screw into walls at a home or things like this. It also comes with a solar panel, which we don't need for this installation. So we set all those parts aside. This is where it mounts. It screws into this hole right here. I did order these magnetic mounts. We tried these out. They're definitely strong enough. This is what they look like. Has a nice soft rubber coating, and then this screw will go into here. Except there was one problem. This red disc is too big. You can see it actually hits the side of the camera right there on the side. So this mount, although I liked it, it didn't quite work. So we take off the red mount, and I ordered these smaller screw mounts to replace it. All the links to the camera, these parts, they'll all be in the description on the video, so if these are things that you want to take advantage of, you can find all the links to the products there. Now that the smaller disc is on there, I can loosen this up, straighten it out like that. Then this, with the smaller disc, successfully can screw into the camera just like that. Once it's in, make sure it's tight. You can use this knob to mount it to the van, have it face down to the front a little. It's all adjustable. We found that this setup works very well on the side of a van. The Reolink app is actually really simple. Actually, you don't even have to set up an account and password to start using the app and configuring your cameras. You scan the barcode on the back, it walks you through the wizard, connects to the internet, and it's a really easy setup process. And before you mount the camera, you insert your micro SD card right in here. Oops, turned around. Like that. And if you don't have a subscription, all your video gets recorded on that card.
This mount's totally adjustable. Just with this one knob, you can position it all around inside the socket. And then we just put it up here. We found this one flat spot here that seems to work really well. And there we go. Angle a little bit more that way. And that should work fine. We'll check it out in the app.
We have the camera set up. You can see the kind of fisheye type view with the 180 degrees. Cindy's going to walk up to the van and let's see what we see. I see her shadow. Oh, there she is. She's coming into the van toward the back. So she's right at the back of the van. You can see very clearly. It picks her up from the back of the van. Her up to the front. Now she's at the front of the van. So that's just great coverage. It's the whole side of the van. So come back to the middle and walk out like maybe 5 feet. Okay, 5 feet.
About 5 feet.
Yeah, maybe a little more. 6, 7. Okay, so it's set up. It covers about 8 feet next to the van. Obviously, you can adjust it for different distances, whatever makes sense.
We wanted to show you where we store the cameras when we're traveling. We keep them in the same cabinet that we keep the blankets and the sheets, nice and soft. We put a piece of metal here for the magnet to stick to so the cameras don't go anywhere when we're traveling, and they're really easy to take off and put where we need them to be.
The second camera we mounted in the rear of the van, you can see it right up here. It hangs down and looks over the whole rear cargo doors. Just remember to take it down before you open the door. And then the third one is on the driver's side in the same spot, right above the driver's door. Now as we're walking around, I'm getting all sorts of motion alerts and people detected on my phone. So the system's up and running. It's time for us to go have some dinner. We are here having dinner at the Beer Naked Brewery. This is checking in on the van. This is the new camera we installed a short time ago, getting the live feed. Everything looks good. I'll check the other cameras too. Okay, it's coming in. There we go. Let it connect. There we go. Oh, there's someone out there.
Wow.
We just wrapped up our dinner at the Beer Naked Brewery.
Yeah.
It was actually a great place.
At great IPAs, delicious pizza, and fabulous service.
I liked the beer, and Kayla.
Shout out to
shout
Kayla.
out
She was
to her.
amazing. She made our night perfect.
We showed up a little after closing, but she put in a pizza for us. We each had a couple beers. We had a great view.
It was amazing.
It was great, and we checked in on the Pocket using the security cameras. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
One little dog walker, no motion alerts close to the van. It just gives you that peace of mind.
Exactly.
That's what having this system is all about.
And so it worked perfectly.
Worked perfectly.
Yeah.
So we'll be hunkering down inside shortly. We'll leave the cameras on overnight.
And this is actually a great place because there's a number of different boondockers here tonight. There's a big rig, there's a couple of other cars. So I think it'll be fun to see what happens tonight. Good morning. It was a quiet night here on Hogback Mountain.
We had 2 incidents in the night, nothing of concern. One, a car came in, turned around, that set off a motion, and then a big bug flew up to the rear camera, and that one was actually set to turn on the spotlight when there was motion in back of the van, so that came on once. And then interestingly, as we're sitting here at Metcalf's Distillery this morning...
With our coffee, I might add. They're not open yet.
They're not open. We're sitting on their lawn out back. I got a motion alert because an individual is out walking his dog. It came right next to the van. So it did what it was supposed to do.
It gave us a great sense of security, whether we're having dinner over at the Beer Naked Brewery or here this morning at the distillery. We know what's going on.
Yeah. Overall, a great upgrade, simple. Anyone can tackle this one, very worthwhile.
If you enjoy this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. And we love it when you drop us a comment. It's where we got the idea for this video. So feel free, and we look forward to hearing from you.
See you next time.
See you next time.